Do you have what it takes to complete the ultimate mental challenge and focus your brainwaves?
Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're reviewing the game Brainwaves, the Brilliant Boar from Kosmos. This is from designer Dirk Bauman and illustrated by Mark Markielski.
It's a memory matching game with a little twist to it. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play. Kosmos was kind enough to send us a copy to check out, so let's take a look at how it's played.
To set up the game, select the number of animals to include for your game. The more animals, the more difficult.
Shuffle the deck and place it face up, and then you're ready to begin.
On their turn, players may either draw a card or play a card. When they draw a card, they look at it to make sure they see the animal and then add it to their hand, but the card faces away from them, so they must remember the animal.
If they think a card in their hand matches one on the table, they may play it. If they are correct, they gain the match for a point, and they can take another turn.
If they are wrong, they must leave the card on the table. It is now available for anyone to match.
Play continues, and after the deck is gone, players keep attempting to match cards until one player is left with cards in his hand.
Points are tallied, and the player with the best memory and the most matches wins the game.
Brainwaves is a simple memory match game that feels a little bit like Hanabi in that you're holding your cards away from yourself as the player. The box says that it's for 1 to 4 players, although I think you could kind of play it with any number of players. It also says that it's for like 8 and up, and obviously you could play it with kids too. We've had a good time playing it with our children. In fact, we got some really great laughs out of it last night as they were all laughing about mom and dad missing a card that went out to play on the table.
Yeah, in this game, it has a very simple rule set, so you can play it with any type of player. And this game has been scientifically researched by the University of Ulm, Germany, and it uses the 3 different areas that you use your memory, your fluid processing or your problem-solving skills. It uses your short-term and long-term memory in the game. So if you are needing a tool to use for those who may have some memory issues, this is a great one to pull out in those types of situations and just help practice your memory skills.
The game is adjustable on the skill level, so if you're playing with really small kids, you can play it with fewer animals, which makes the game go a little bit faster, and it's easier to just remember the fewer cards that you have in your hand. When you play with all of the characters, it does get a little bit tough to remember which 5 or 6 cards you've managed to rack up that didn't match. I was using little memory games in my head where I was like, okay, this animal starts with a W, so I'm going to be using my little sign language in this hand and trying to remember. Our kids were reciting it out loud. A lot of different ways to be able to remember what is in your hand, which is interesting.
Yeah, it is one that there are 3 different games in this set. We took a look at the Brilliant Boar. There is also the Astute Goose by Reiner Knizia and the Wise Whale by Maureen Hinnon.
The artwork for it was a lot of fun, and we've had a good time, like I said, with our family. I think you could probably play it with adults as well, especially if you've got the memory type of thing that you're working on. And it's also just an easy filler that's easy and quick to pick up.
Yeah, this sounds like something you're interested in. You can check out the Brilliant Boar from the Brainwaves set of games from Kosmos. And then be sure to check out our other videos and subscribe to Tantrum House.
Jiggity jig, I remembered all my lines. It must have worked. Brainwaves is a simple teal, your favorite color.